नमः ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणी विशेष शून्यवादी भाष्यत देशतारिणी। नमः ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी इति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणी निर्विशेष शून्यवादी भाष्यत देशतारिणी। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। जय राधा गिरधारी राधे, गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय, 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 राधा रमन हरि गोविंद 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 जय जय, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, जय राधा गिरधारी राधे, जय राधा गिरधारी राधे, जय रस बिहारी राधा रस बिहारी राधे, जय राधा रस बिहारी राधे, जय राधा गोपीनाथ राधे, जय राधा गोपीनाथ राधे, जय राधा गोपीनाथ राधे, जय राधा मदन मोहन राधे, जय राधा मदन मोहन राधे, जय राधा कुंज बिहारी राधे, जय राधा कुंज बिहारी राधे, जय राधा बांके बिहारी राधे, जय राधा बांके बिहारी राधे, जय राधा माधव राधे, जय राधा माधव राधे, जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ, जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा। जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ, जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा। जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी, नयन पथगामी भव तुम। जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी, नयन पथगामी भव तुम। जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 प्रभुपाद। जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 प्रभुपाद। जय जय गुरुदेव 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 गुरुदेव। जय जय गुरुदेव 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 गुरुदेव। निताई गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल। निताई गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल। बोले हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जय। शिल प्रभुपाद की जय। ताई गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदनंदन व्रज जनरंजन। यशोदनंदन व्रज जनरंजन। यमुना तीरवनचारी। यमुना तीरवनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन। यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन। यमुना तीरवनचारी। यमुना तीरवनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदनंदन व्रज जनरंजन। यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन। यमुना तीरवनचारी। यमुना तीरवनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavat Sevayam Bhagavatim Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashti. Welcome everyone in Bhagavad Gita class. So we are in chapter number 15, verse number 3. So we'll recite the verses first and then we'll discuss each verse with translation and purport given by Srila Prabhupada. Verse number 2. Adhasyordham prasitas tasya sakha Guna pravidha visay pravala Adhasya mulani anusantatani Karmanubandhini manushya loke. The branches of this tree extend downward and upward, nourished by the three modes of material nature. The twigs are the objects of the senses. This tree also has roots going down, and these are bound to the fruitive actions of human society. Verse number 3 to 4. Narupam asye tatopalavyate nanto nachadir nacha sampratishtha ashvastham enam suvirinmolam asanga sastrena drinena chitva tatah padam tat parimargitavyam yasmin gata na nivartanti bhuyah तमेव चाद्यं पुरुषं प्रपद्ये यतः प्रवृत्तिः प्रसिता पुराणी. The real form of this tree cannot be perceived in this world. No one can understand where it ends, where it begins, or where its foundation is. But with determination, one must cut down this strongly rooted tree with the weapon of detachment. Thereafter, one must seek that place from which, having gone, one never returns. and there surrender to that supreme personality of Godhead, from whom everything began and from whom everything has extended since time immemorial. Verse number 5. निर्माण मोहाजित संग दोषा अध्यात्म नित्या विनिवृत्त कामा द्वंद्वैर्विमुक्ता सुख दुख संगे गच्छन्ति मूढ़ा पदम अव्ययम तत्. So those who are free from false prestige, illusion, and false association, who understand the eternal, who are done with material lust, who are freed from the dualities of happiness and distress, and who, unbewildered, know how to surrender unto the Supreme Person, attain to that eternal kingdom. Verse number 6. Na tadbhasayate suryo na sasanko na pavakaha yad gatva na nivartante tadadhama paramam mama. That supreme abode of mind is not illumined by the sun or moon, nor by fire or electricity. Those who reach it never return to this material world. Verse number 7. ममैवांसो जीवलोके जीवभूतः सनातनः मनः षष्ठान इन्द्रियाणि प्रकृतिस्थानि कर्षति. The living entities in this conditioned world are my eternal fragmental parts. Due to conditioned life, they are struggling very hard with the six senses, which include the mind. Verse number 8. शरीरं यद्वाप्नोति यच्चापि उत्क्रामत् ईश्वरः गृहीत्वैतानि संयाति वायुर्गन्धानि वाशयात्. The living entity in this material world carries his different conceptions of life from one body to another, as the air carries aromas. Thus, he takes one kind of body and again quits it to take another. Verse number 9. Shrotram cha sparsanam cha rasanam ghranam eva cha adhisthaya manaschayam vishayana upasevate. The living entity, thus taking another gross body, obtains a certain type of ear, eye, tongue, nose, and sense of touch, which are grouped about the mind. He thus enjoys a particular set of sense objects. Verse number 10. Utkramantam sthitam vapi bhunjanam va gunanvitam vimudānānu pasyanti jnana chakshusah. The foolish cannot understand how a living entity can quit his body, nor can they understand what sort of body he enjoys under the spell of the modes of nature. But one whose eyes are trained in knowledge can see all this. Verse number 11. Yatanto yoginaschainam pashyanti atmani atmani avasthitam yatantopi akritatmano nainam pashyanti achetasah. The endeavoring transcendentalists who are situated in self-realization can see all this clearly, but those whose minds are not developed and who are not situated in self-realization cannot see what is taking place, though they may try to. Verse number 12. Yad adityagatam tejo jagad bhasayate khilam yachandramasi yachagnagno tattejo vidhi mamakam. The splendor of the sun, which dissipates the darkness of this whole world, comes from me, and the splendor of the moon and the splendor of fire are also from me. Verse number 13. Gamavisya cha bhutani dharmyaham oj dhar dharmyami aham ojasa pushnami chausadhiya sarvaha somo bhutva rasatmakah. I enter into each planet, and by my energy they stay in orbit. I become the moon and thereby supply the juice of life to all vegetables. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupah Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamcha Shrirupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamsha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashat Desatarini He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sude Devi Pranamami Haripriya Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhyeva Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Welcome once again everyone. Bhagavad Gita class. So we are in chapter number 15, verse number 3. So first we will revise what we have seen in verse number 2. Verse number 2. Adhasyordham prasitasya tasya sakha. Adhasyordham prasitasya tasya shakha. Guna pravidha visay pravala. Adhasya mulani anusantatani karmanubandhini manushya loke. The branches of this tree extend downward and upward, nourished by the three modes of material nature. The twigs are the objects of the senses. This tree also has roots going down, and these are bound to the fruitive actions of human society. So here, Lord Krishna is explaining Arjuna that this material world is a tree nourished by three modes and fruitive acts. So, in this banyan tree, the perverted reflection of banyan tree, which is actually existing in spiritual world, and we can see the perverted reflection in the water, which we can see that the roots are upward and the branches and twigs are downwards. So we can see that everyone is busy in this material world for sense enjoyment, sense gratification, and in fruitive action. So we can understand that the different species manifest according to the proportion of modes. How much goodness you have, how much passion you have, and how much ignorance you have. Okay, goodness, passion, ignorance. So these three modes of material nature constitute the next birth. Okay, according to that, consciousness is built, and the person or the living entity gets next birth, depends on their karma, depends on their consciousness. Sometimes you find that a tract of land is barren for want of sufficient water, and sometimes a tract is very, very green. Okay, so if there is water, there is a greenery. If there is no water, that place will be desert. So depends on how much you are utilizing these three modes of material nature. If you are doing Harikatha, Krishna Katha, listening Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, the Leela about Krishna, then your three modes of material nature affects is reduced. It does not affect that much. Okay, and if you are associating with Guru, Sadhu, and Sat, it is automatically reduced. The effect of the three modes of material nature automatically gets reduced. Similarly, where particular modes of material nature are proportionately greater in quantity, the different species of life are manifested accordingly. So we can see that there are from verse number 15.1 to 15.2, we have seen the banyan tree as example, entanglement of the material worlds. So we can see in the banyan tree there are roots towards upwards, and branches and twigs and all leaves are downwards. Okay, so we can see that branches are going upward, means it is attached to the Brahmaloka. So even Brahmaloka is also covered in material world. Brahma is also in material world. Brahma is also in, but they are better, they are good Vaishnavas, so they are at the root. They are the root of this material banyan tree. Okay, so in lower planets, we can see the living entities, cats, dogs, house. All these comes under lower planets. And the demigods, Brahmaji, and all the Saptars and all, they comes under the upper planets. Okay. And in 15.1, we have seen that the fruits of this banyan tree are karma of jivas, dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. And living entities are acting in this material modes of nature, in this material world, based on their desire, based on their previous karma, they are getting new birth. Means they are wandering from one branch to other branch, and they don't know how big this particular banyan tree is, and they are throughout their entire birth, different species of life, they are transmigrating from one branch to another branch. Okay, hops from one branch to another, trying to taste the fruit. Okay, so this is the material enjoyment only, which because of which you are bounded to this material world. You want a lot of money, so your next birth will be at some place where the person is rich or the more money. If you are eating lots of meat eating, the next birth will be only pure meat eater. You will become lion, you will become tiger. Those who are totally dependent on the meat. Okay, so it depends on your karma, your consciousness, so you will get next birth. Okay, so you will be transmigrating from one branch to another branch. So although the living entities are fragmental, part and parcel of Lord Shri Krishna, they are struggling with the sense. So the root cause is senses. Because of senses, because of sense gratification, because of sense enjoyment, because of to fulfill desire, one is bounded in this material world because of this desire. Okay, so if your consciousness is built up according to Krishna consciousness, according to transcendental knowledge, associating with Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra, listening Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, scriptures, so your consciousness is built accordingly, and you get the transcendental knowledge. So transcendental knowledge is pure. Okay, so if the transcendental, you are in transcendental knowledge, then your consciousness is pure and you will be engaged in Harikatha, Harinam, Harinam Sankirtan, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. So if you chant Hare Krishna Mahamad, your consciousness is built accordingly. And at the time of death, you will be able to remember Krishna. If you remember Krishna at the time of death, you will be promoted to Golok Vrindavan Dham. Okay? So this is the effect of perverted banyan tree. Or for example, so material world is the perverted version of spiritual world. So in verse number 3 and 4, we'll see. न रूपम् अस्ये तथोपलभ्यते नान्तो न चादिर्न च सम्प्रतिष्ठा अस्वस्थम् एनं सुविरूढमूलम् असङ्गशस्त्रेण दृढेन छित्त्वा ततः पदं तत्परिमार्गगितव्यम् यस्मिन् गता न निवर्तन्ति भूयः तमेव चाद्यं पुरुषं प्रपद्ये यतः प्रवृत्तिः प्रसिता पुराणी. The real form of this tree cannot be perceived in this world. No one can understand where it ends, where it begins, or where its foundation is. But with determination, one must cut down this strongly rooted tree with the weapon of detachment. Thereafter, one must seek that place from which, having gone, one never returns. And there, surrender to that Supreme Personality of Godhead, from whom everything began and from whom everything has extended since time immemorial. So Lord Krishna, he is explaining over here, the real form of this tree cannot be perceived in this world. Use the acts of detachment. Okay, so somehow the other, you have to detach from this material world. Then only liberation is obtained. Okay, because the detachment, without the detachment, you cannot get liberation. And whatever tree we can see in this material world, this is the reflection only. This is not real. As we know, the meaning of Maya. Ma means not, ya means this. Means this not. This not means whatever is not is Maya. Whatever is not Krishna is Maya. As we know, everything belongs to Krishna. And Krishna himself says, Aham sarvasya prabhavo. So Krishna is saying, everything belongs to Krishna. Everything belongs to me. Spiritual world is manifested because of me. Material world is manifested because of me. Every living entity manifested because of me. Everything is dependent on me. But I am not dependent on anyone. I am completely independent. Okay, so because of this reflected tree in the material world, we cannot understand where is the real tree. Okay, so in this particular sloka, in this particular chapter, Lord Krishna has said that this tree belongs to spiritual world. If there is mirror image, it means real object is also there. Without mirror, real object, mirror image is not possible. So what is the solution? Cut down this tree, and with determination, with the X of detachment. Okay. So when we want to cut something, we need X. Okay. So here Prabhupada is giving example that you, if at all you want to detach from this material world, use some X. Okay. So X, like it cuts the wood, it cuts any object, will cut the detachment, will cut the attachment from this material world. So to cut the sense enjoyment, use X, use knowledge, use association of Guru, Sadhu and Path. There are so many means you can utilize to cut down the attachment from this material world. Okay, then only it is possible to go beyond this tree and surrender unto the lotus feet of Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. The real form of this tree cannot be understood by looking at the perverted form. If at all you want to understand the real form, you have to associate with devotees. Because root is up and extension is at the other end. So the extension is in the material world and root is also in the material world but in upward direction. So when we are entangled in material expansion, but cannot see how far the tree extends and where is the beginning, where is the ending. It is very difficult to find out. Why? Because it is very vast, because we have seen the banyan tree, how vast it is. And the age of banyan tree is also very, very high. Okay, so it is very difficult to understand from where it begins and to what it goes. Okay, so how to find out the root cause? Okay, so we can find out, like in material world, how we can find out the root cause? Who is the root? Father is the root. So who is the ultimate root? Brahma is the ultimate root. Okay, so you can just dig fathers, 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 father, and you will reach to Brahma. And if you reach to Brahma, you can, the next step, you can reach to Narayan. Because Brahmaji takes birth from the lotus, which comes out from the navel of Lord Narayan. Okay, so Brahmaji is son of Lord Narayan and everyone else is son of Brahma. Fathers, 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 you can relate and you can find out the root. In this way, we can find out the root. Krishna is the end of research work. Okay, so how you can find out? How you can find out? How you can purify your knowledge? You can purify your knowledge with the association of devotees, with the Guru, Sadhu and Shastra, by rendering service unto the lotus feet of Guru. Guru is a representative of Krishna. Guru is in the form of Krishna only. Okay, so Guru represents Krishna. So what is the output? What is the benefit of this such kind of knowledge? If you have such kind of knowledge, if you have transcendental knowledge, slowly you get detached from false reflection. Okay, so, and if you have knowledge, you can easily cut this reflection, cut this connection. Instead of looking at the reflection of the tree, you will be looking at the original tree which is existing in a spiritual world. Okay, so once you are in Krishna consciousness, you can easily see the actual banyan tree which is existing in the spiritual world. So what is the meaning of asanga? Okay, so when you are in this material world, when you are spending your time in this material world, in sense gratification, in material attachment, in material enjoyment. So you are in the group of people, those who are actually attached in sense gratification. Okay, so if you are enjoying with, if you are associating with such a person who is enjoying in this material world, you will be also attached to that. Okay, so your desire will be strong towards the material sense gratification. But if at all you want to detach, use the axe of knowledge, discussion of shastras, hear from those actually in knowledge, sadhus. So they are the realized soul. Jnaninas tattva darsina. Okay, so they have seen the truth. What is why? Because they belong to the parampara. The one who belong to parampara, they are the realized soul. They have seen the truth. Wow, how? Because they have worked under the bona fide guru, and bona fide guru is also attached to parampara. So this parampara comes from Krishna. The original guru is Krishna. So Krishna is supreme person. Krishna is supreme guru. Krishna is supreme acharya. Okay, so result of such discussion, one comes to the supreme personality of Godhead and finally surrenders. So if you associate with good people, you will be attached to good thing, good object. Okay, it may look like that you are living in material world, but you are associated with good people, so you will be attached to good things. Okay, so when you associate with right people, when you surrender unto the lotus feet of Guru, he had the capacity to lift, and you will be automatically detached to the sense enjoyment. That is the effect. So the real form of this tree cannot be perceived in this world at all. Why? Because actual tree is in spiritual world, and to see in a spiritual world, you need transcendental knowledge. That transcendental knowledge is the X of ignorance, X of detachment, X of attachment. So this transcendental knowledge can help you to cut down the sense enjoyment which are happening in this material world. Will cut the attachment towards the sense gratification. Asanga sastrena drinena chitva. Okay, so if one is determined that I want to cut down this tree in the form of sense enjoyment, I want to cut down this tree. One day you will find X of knowledge and you will be successful. You will be able to cut down that attachment towards the sense gratification. Okay, so detachment is the only way out of the tree. If at all you want to come out of the Maya, detachment is the only weapon. How? Find one in knowledge. Find one in knowledge. The one who is already in knowledge can give you knowledge, can provide you knowledge, can provide you a weapon which can help you to get liberation. And hear to him, listen to him. You can hear how, what is the relationship between why we are here, what is body and soul, what is the relationship between Krishna and living entities. So once you try to understand those things, that is the X of attachment. And 15.5 says, surrender to the Lord. How you can surrender to the Lord? Guru can help you. Teacher can help you. You alone are not sufficient. Why? Because you have insufficient knowledge. And that is insufficiency can be removed only by a sufficient person, the one who is already in knowledge. The one who knows can give you knowledge. And no false prejudice that he is the Lord of the material nature. A guru never shows that I am the Lord. Guru shows that he is the Lord. Krishna is the Lord. So Guru shows like this that Krishna is the Lord. Okay. So Guru is the representative of Supreme Lord Krishna. And Guru is one who is not in illusion. He is not bewildered at all. A bewildered person cannot guide others. And because of the Guru Sangha, because of the Sadhu Sangha, you will leave all the false association. Why? Because Guru has no false association. So the one who is not in false association can help you to come out of from false association. And Guru is always neutral, whether it is he is happy or unhappy, happy or distress, profit or loss, no duality. Why? So only Guru can help you to come out of the duality. The one who is already in duality cannot help you. I want more money, I want bangla, I want car, I have a car, I want another car. I have a bangla, I want another bangla for my son, for my daughter, for my so and so. So these are all relations are temporary. Temporary relations cannot help you to achieve Krishna. So Krishna is the ultimate goal of transcendental knowledge. So Krishna is the fruit of transcendental knowledge. Okay, so and this transcendental knowledge comes only from the good association, Guru association, devotee association, Guru, Sadhu and Shastra. By hearing, by listening, Krishna Katha, Bhagavad Geeta, Bhagavatam, chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave this Mahamantra. Chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Srila Prabhupada said, chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and be happy. Okay, so the one who is chanting, you will find that he is happy. The moment you start chanting, you will find that you are happy. So if you are happy, you can make others happy too. A sad person cannot make others happy. A happy person can. Why? Why we are happy? Because Krishna is always happy. Krishna is the reservoir of 6 opulences. Shad Aishwarya. He is the reservoir of fame. He is the reservoir of strength. He is the reservoir of beautiful. He is the great renunciator. Okay, so Krishna possesses all 6 opulences. One who is bodybuilder, he is proud of I am bodybuilder. Krishna is the super bodybuilder. He has given you a little, you have become a bodybuilder. Okay, so Krishna is the supreme possessor of Shad Aishwarya. So if you are happy, this happiness comes from Krishna because Krishna is the happiest person. Krishna is the supreme enjoyer. You are no one to enjoy with anything. Why? Because nothing belongs to you. Everything belongs to Krishna. aham sarvasya prabhu. Krishna himself says, everything belongs to me. Even you belong to me. Each and every living entity belongs to Krishna, part and parcel of Krishna. So how you can enjoy? So we should all work for enjoyment of Krishna, not for own enjoyment. If you work for your own enjoyment, you will be separated from Krishna. And that is the root cause we are suffering in this material world. We have forgotten our relationship with Krishna. Once we are able to revive that we all belong to Krishna. We are part and parcel of Krishna. We should work for Krishna. Our desire is desire of Krishna. There will be no duality, no happy and distress, no profit and loss. Everything will be same. I got profit, it is because of Krishna. I got loss, it is because of Krishna. So when you are in this condition, in this kind of circumstances, means you have become Krishna consciousness. Okay? So, asanga sastrena dhanena chitva. Verse number 5. Nirmana moha jita sanga dosa adhyatma nitya vinivritta kama dvandvair vimukta sukha dukha sange gachanti amudha padam avyayam tat. So those who are free from false prestige, illusion, and false association, who understand the eternal, who are done with material lust, who are freed from the duality of happiness and distress, and who, unbewildered, know who to surrender unto the Supreme Person, attain to that eternal kingdom. So verse number 5 says that Krishna is telling who will be able to surrender to the Supreme Person. What are the qualities of the one who can surrender, one who is eligible to surrender unto the lotus feet of Supreme Lord Krishna? Nirman, one who is free from false prestige or pride. Someone shouldn't respect me. Someone should give honor. I should be honored. I should get praise. No, nirmana, free from all kind of false prestige and pride. That is first quality. Moha, no moha, freedom from illusion. Jita sanga dosa, jita sanga dosha, freedom from false association. If you associate with non-devotees, you will become non-devotee. If you associate with devotee, one day you will become devotee. Adhyatma nitya. Understand the eternal. Understand the relationship between Krishna and living entities. Dvandvaira vimuktaha. Dvanda. Dvanda means duality. Freedom from duality. There should not be any duality. If you are in duality, you cannot understand Krishna. Okay, freedom from duality is the quality. Vinivritta kama amudha. And the one who is acting, one who is away from material lust and completely unbewildered. A bewildered person cannot understand Krishna. A bewildered person can never obtain transcendental knowledge. If you cannot obtain transcendental knowledge, you cannot attain Krishna. Okay, so these are the few qualities of the one who wants to surrender unto the lotus feet of Krishna. Nirman moha jita sanga dosa adhyatma nitya dvandvair vimukta, done with material lust, vinivritta kama and amura. Nirman moha jita sanga dosa adhyatma nitya vinivritta kama द्वंद्वैर विमुक्ता सुख दुख संगे गच्छन्ति अमूढ़ाः पदम अव्ययम तत्. So we can see in verse number 5 that who can surrender to the Lord. The first qualification, conditioned soul is puffed up. They themselves think that I am the Lord. Always expecting someone should give me pride. Someone should award me. Everyone should give me honor. I should be honored by everyone. These are the few difficulties. If you are in this kind of consciousness, you can never surrender unto the lotus feet of Krishna. So what is the solution? Cultivate knowledge. To know that I am not the Lord, but servant of Supreme Lord Krishna. Krishna is the supreme enjoyer. He is the supreme controller. He is the supreme personality of Godhead. He is the Lord. So, if you are free from pride, that is the beginning of the surrendering process. So, why this pride comes? This pride comes because of illusion. You are in Maya. Ma, yeah. Ma means not. Ya means this. This is not. So, which is not Krishna is Maya. So, what is illusion? Illusion means taking birth in this material world. Taking birth and dying many times, one after other. You want to become proprietor. You want to have lot of money. You want to have a car. You want to have bungalow, one after another. These are Maya. Means you are in illusion. If your desire is not fulfilled, your consciousness is built that you want something more. So your next birth will be decided according to that. Your next birth is your previous karma, decided based on your previous karma. The entire world is under the false oppression, created divisions of false proprietorship, land, earth, etc. You have a land, you want more land. Everyone wants to rule over entire earth. Okay, so freedom from false association can only be obtained if you're not in false proprietorship. False associations are caused by familial, social, national affection. You want to impress your family members. You want to impress society. So because of this impression competition, you get associated with wrong people. And this wrong proprietorship comes from illusion. So these are all related. Understand the eternal. How? You can develop the spiritual knowledge. You can read Bhagavad Gita. You can listen from Guru, Sadhu and Shastra. Read Bhagavatam. Associate with devotees. Discuss Bhagavad Gita. Discuss spiritual knowledge. Cultivate knowledge of what is actually his own and what is not. The cultivating knowledge will only tell you what is Maya and what is Krishna. So what is not Maya is Krishna, and what is not Krishna is Maya. So it leads to freedom from conceptions of duality. If you understand the eternal, it leads freedom from conceptions of duality. So freedom from duality is must. Okay, and done with material lust and unbewildered. Okay, vinivritta kamah amudhaha. So when you are in knowledge, you will be able to surrender unto the lotus feet of Krishna. So Krishna is the ultimate person. Krishna is the supreme enjoyer. Krishna is the supreme controller. Krishna is the possessor of all six opulences, Shad Aishwarya. So with this, I'll stop my word. So if you have any question, you can ask. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की जय। शिल प्रभुपाद की जय। निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। हरे कृष्ण।